His breath hovered close to my neck before I could speak. One hand steadied me against the table, the other hesitated near my waist. A gesture that felt both familiar and forbidden. My pulse stumbled. I didn't move, didn't speak, but silence was taken as permission. The door creaked behind me. I didn't turn. I only listened. Then, a whisper. Soft, almost unreal. Happy birthday. It wasn't Adrian's voice. The blindfold was cool against my skin, soft enough to blur the light, but tight enough to keep me still. I sat at the edge of the bed, hands in my lap, counting my breaths to quiet the noise inside my head. The room was too still, the kind of stillness that makes every small sound matter. A brush of fabric, the faint clink of glass, then silence again. I knew Adrian was still there, not because I saw him, but because the air still held his presence. Then came another sound, the slow groan of a floorboard near the doorway. Someone else. The air shifted. Adrian spoke, voice steady, almost rehearsed. He's here. I froze. The next creak came closer. The space behind me thickened with quiet tension. Don't take off the blindfold, Adrian murmured, and I felt him move aside. A presence filled the space behind me. It didn't touch me, only existed, dense, silent, deliberate. Then a voice spoke, low and certain. Happy birthday. The words carried something weightier than celebration. My hands clenched together in my lap. The blindfold pressed lightly against my eyes, and I could feel my heartbeat in my throat. You look calm, the voice said. That's good. Every pause stretched like a test of will. Footsteps moved closer, soft, measured, deliberate. I could sense him circling, always out of reach, never too near. I want you to trust what happens next, he said quietly. Only if you choose to. I nodded once, unsure if he could see it. The air thickened with silence again, but it wasn't empty. It was full of meaning, full of something unnamed. I could feel how near he was, though he hadn't touched me. You don't have to see, he whispered. You just have to feel that you're not alone. Something in me eased, not in surrender, but in recognition. I lowered myself back slowly, not out of obedience, but choice. The bed dipped slightly under unseen weight. They told me you're strongest when you stop fighting yourself, he said. That's when everything begins, I exhaled. For the first time that night, the breath didn't tremble. Light pressed faintly through the edges of the blindfold. Then it loosened, not removed, just freed enough for me to sense the world again. When I blinked, the blur of shadow became shape. He stood there, calm, unhurried, eyes steady. Adrian sat nearby, silent as stone. Neither spoke, yet both watched as if something sacred had just been acknowledged. She's steady, one of them said quietly. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. The silence after was not cold. It was alive. The air carried warmth, a pulse that didn't belong to fear anymore. For the first time in years, I wasn't pretending. I wasn't searching for meaning or safety or approval. I was simply there, present, real, and awake in a way I hadn't been before. The blindfold lay forgotten beside me. The night hadn't broken me. It had revealed something I hadn't realized I still possessed. The strength to let go, and the courage to begin again. Whatever tomorrow brought, I knew something inside me had shifted. And that was enough.